Film is hugely important to me.
Filming in Washington is important to me.
Film 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 in Washington is very important
because it lets me say the things I want to say, work the job I want to work, and live in the state that I want to live in.
As a military spouse, it was really hard for me to find work in Washington State, but now with this, I can actually help pay the rent.
I think we have all of the talent we need right here, and we need to keep it right here.
Because it creates jobs and helps the local economy.
Not just because it employs me and a lot of my friends.
Film is important to me because it educates and entertains me.
I just recently bought a house here. I'm settled. I love Washington State.
I have family and friends who work in the film industry and they depend on it for their livelihood.
There's so much that goes on behind the camera. For every one person you're seeing on camera, there's 20 people behind the scenes.
It employs so many of our locals here in our community.
Film powers a whole economy here in Eastern Washington.
It's provided me jobs both as cast and crew.
It employs a lot of us.
We have such beautiful landscape, and Canada gets all the revenue up there, and you're missing out down here. So we want to bring that back to Washington.
Because the world needs to be convinced that America is covered in ponderosa pines.
You can only get it in this place, and that's Washington State.
It's not a hobby. It's essential for my livelihood.
So I think it's important that not only do we keep film in Washington, but we let it grow, bloom, and prosper, and become something greater.
I support film in Washington State.
I want to stay. So that's why we need to keep film in Washington. It's how I make my living.
Keep film in Washington.
So please, 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 from a Marine vet to you, keep film in Washington. Do what needs to be done.